Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from. It's me again, Peter. Thank you so much for coming back to the Hive series. This is going to be video 8 in our series. If you have been following these video series, I believe you already have your environment up and running. What I've done here is just to virtualize my environment in Microsoft Azure. In the previous video, we have seen how to create this virtual machine, and also we see how we expand the disk. We have also seen how to deploy a domain controller, create a admin user. We check a little bit about what should we expect from our Active Directory, which is the server I'm turning on right now. And also in the video 7, I've been able to show us how to do a little bit of lab where we create a user, organization group, and also password policy. So today we're going to check out the Exchange server. What do we have there? What happened when you deploy your Exchange server? What are you expecting to see? So without wasting the time, let me quickly go to the Exchange server right here. I'm going to log in with my super user. So there we go. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to log into my Active Directory. So deploying an Exchange server actually takes a while. So if you are planning to do that, I'm going to link the video of the walkthrough beneath this video so that in case you missed the video yesterday, then you can actually do it in your free time. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, this is my Active Directory server. Just gonna bring this up, and my Exchange server is actually coming up, so I don't know what happened. It takes some time. So how do we know that we're already on the domain controller? Yep, you can go here and click on the directory user and services. User and computer, and it's going to show you your user and computer. Something is happening today. It's very slow. Not sure. Actually, this is my server, and it shouldn't be slow. All right, look at that. So this is where something changed right here. Let me bring it back. No, it's just because I go like, okay. What changes when we install Exchange? Look at this. We have these user created files automatically. We have all these mailboxes ID created. So, which is kind of things that I saw right here. And also there's something new right here called Microsoft Exchange Security Group. If I open it, it's going to show us all the roles, and it's going to provide us with some information about the roles. So whenever you assign this kind of roles to someone or user in your environment, this is actually what they are getting. All of them are security group. That means that they can actually perform some task, or they have access over the file or printers or something in your environment that is not email. So you can go around and playing around with this just to see what it's going to do. So those are the things that I've seen different on the Active Directory. Also, yesterday I showed us the ADSI edit because we actually extend the schema yesterday, and we have this. If you go to services and go to Microsoft Exchange, you'll be able to see it started with Peter Kopp. So in my other video, you'll be able to see how I deploy these. It's kind of fun. So let's go back to our Exchange server. What do we have? Very interesting. The server is still loading. Let's see. We have some new toys right here to play with. Well, I call them toys because yeah, they are just icons and services that we have right here. So we have the Microsoft Exchange Server 2019, and we have the Admin Center where we can control everything. We have Exchange have its own management shell that looks like PowerShell. And also we have help, we have a toolbox. Let's see what is here. Let me go ahead and open the Admin Center. So, this is a lab, so the idea here is to play around with everything so that at least you can have an idea of what's going on in your environment. If you're a support engineer, you really want to deploy this lab if you support Microsoft Exchange because you wanted to see and test before you go and make any changes in the real life environment. So in the admin center, remember that we have a super user that we created. So we're going to use our super user to log in. So my domain is studywithpeter/adm/swp, and I'm going to punch in my password. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and sign in. So what we should have right now is the admin center where all the magic is going to happen. So let me just minimize this while it's keep going. You notice that we have the Internet Information Services, which is the IIS. So this is something new that is going to install on your server, and you can right click on that and just play around with it. Don't change anything for now. Just play around with it and see what is inside this thing. Okay, you see we have the API, Auto Discover, EWS, ECP, a lot of things going on here. So it's not like I know everything right here, but the way I learn about this thing is just, so what is API? Maybe application program interface. And what is Auto Discover? And what is EWS? You go around and just right click on it, maybe go ahead and go to Bing and oh, look at that, the Exchange Center just coming. Let's say I wanted to know about Exchange or because I saw it right here. You see, I'm going to go to how to set up no, that's not the information I'm looking for. So, but you get a point. So by the time you play around me, you see a lot of video right here also that you can check out for you to learn a little bit about it. So go ahead and play around with it. Don't change anything because we still don't know. So now we are in the dashboard. Remember, we're going through this. We click on the admin center. So this is what we have. So we can play around with the groups, resources, contact. There's a lot of things going on right here. So I will let you play around with that. Maybe in the future video we're going to see. But we're just going around and see what we have and what changes actually is made to our server. So if you go ahead and right click on the management shell that should open, and look at that. It's just like a PowerShell. Let's see something. Get mail boxes. Look at that. We have some information right here. It tells us that we have a Study with Peter, which is my alias that I used to log in, and also this directory search mailbox that is automatically created. And there's something fun that I find here is that since Exchange actually depends on Active Directory, we're able to see the same user. Okay, this is an Exchange server. Practically, I can see all my users here, if I go to my Active Directory, which is this one, I also can see the same thing. Look at that. So this is my Active Directory server and this is my Exchange server. So we're able to see that information. Let's go back to the management shell and say discovery. Let's see discovery. Okay, this is the mailbox. Practically, I don't know what it's all about. I'm going to research it, but the idea is for us to actually, take a look, go around it. I mean, give yourself some time to learn this technology and, play around with some stuff, and you will see that it's actually fun. Let's go back to the Exchange again. This is actually help. If you really need help, what happened is that it goes back to Microsoft Documentation Exchange 2013. Well, I didn't install 2013 version on this server. I did 2019. I have no idea why it took me to this place, but anyway, let's go over the last one, which is the toolbox. I've never, I mean, launched this before. I don't know what it is at the moment, but the idea for now is for us to actually, play around with it, check it out, and go to Exchange Server 2019 documentation, take a look into it, and you will find out, you will learn a lot right here. So what do we see today? We just go through our server just to see what actually changed. There's a lot of things also. For example, I can go to the event viewer, so which is going to be your favorite place when you're doing like troubleshooting, and you can find something right here. If you go to the you go to okay, you have to navigate to application and service log. You see Microsoft and you will see Microsoft Exchange. So you might be spending some time here during troubleshooting, but I think Microsoft actually provide a health check on the Exchange server. We're going to see that in the future, just to see, just to edge check your server to see what's going on. But if I were you, like I'm doing right now, I'm going to go ahead and look into all of this just to see what it is, and maybe read about them just to have an idea. You're not going to learn everything. You're not going to learn everything in one day, but the more time we come back to this server, the more time we see these every day, and we can actually start going through them one by one. To be honest, there's a lot of documentation on this thing, and this is a very big product. So another thing I wanted to show you, I know that this video is getting like 13 minutes. I wanted to show you services. Let's go ahead and so if you go to service or services, you will see that we have something new here, and I'm very glad that it's very easy to to see. So what I can see here is that I have all these Microsoft Exchange services running. So just in case something happened, you can check which services are running. You can turn them off or start them, or do anything that you wanted to do with them. Most of these things we might be going through them in the future, but the idea is just for you to just take a look around your environment and see what actually changed on your server. So let's go to the other one. Like for example, I noticed that when you install Exchange server, you can actually find it out in, look at this, inetpub www roots. These are new services that I actually install on this server. So let's see, Exchange. Oh, okay, look at that. Exchange logs. This is where we're going to be. Let's see this one. Okay. Okay. This is going to be useful in the future, to be honest. So I just go to my local disk and I click on Exchange log, setup log, so I can find all these goodies. So let's see what else is here. Microsoft. Okay, look at that. Program file, Microsoft, Exchange Server, version 15. And you can see all these beautiful things like client access. Come on, I have access already. I'm an admin. Let's see. I mean, the idea just for us to look at this. Okay, let me wait for it to finish. We have mailbox, login, we have a script, we have setup. And I think that if you start clicking around all this information, I mean, even though you don't understand what it is, and I don't understand what it is, but you will find out it's a very beautiful thing. I mean, just get yourself familiar with this, and life is going to be simple in the future. So let's see what is inside the client access before we go. At least while that is opening, we have already checked this service. We saw the event viewer where all this log is going to be. We saw the Active Directory users and computer inside the Exchange server so that we can see all these beautiful new mailboxes that I actually created. So we're able to go to the management shell to see where we are connected to. Also, we're able to navigate to the admin center. So you can see there's a lot of things. So there's a lot of stuff to learn in the future, and I will be going through this with us so that we can learn together and we can see what kind of information can we find in this thing. So let's go back. Okay, look at that. We click on the client access. We have auto discovery, ECP, we have MAPI, offline address book, Outlook web access, and a lot of goodies right here. So next time you wanted to check out the where Exchange is installed, just go to your local disk, program file, and browse to Microsoft Exchange Server version 15, and you'll be able to see all these logs. Well, I really thank you so much for watching this video. I'm very grateful that you have your admin center up and running. I mean, Exchange up and running. So we're going to be spending a lot of time here in the future to see what can we do with all of these goodies. And if you are supporting Exchange, you want to have one of these up and running so that whenever you go out there to troubleshoot customers' environment, then you will be able to navigate it really well. With that being said, those are all the information that I could find on this server. Thank you so much for coming back, and I will see you in the next video. If you have any question, put it down in the comment section and we can take care of that. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye for now.